This is my new channel, anime_fan and audios. I have 3 other channels, but each of my other channels are for different types of things. My other channels are Haruka Hashira for my fan fiction. They are usually tech stories. Kenchan bottle arts. It's kind of obvious in the account name, but it's for bottle art. I may change the name and take bottle out of it, and it would be for all of my art I make. And my last channel is a school account, so I won't share the name for that one. I want this account to help me read. I really don't like to read, and I struggle with reading out loud. So I'll also take a long time to post each chapter or each video. This collection of videos is the Infinite Noise by Lauren Shippen. This is a gay book, so if you don't like that, then you can fuck off. I'm bisexual and bigender, so I will not take any of that bullshit, okay? Anyway, I'll be reading the summary, then I'll be reading the chapter 1. I hope you enjoy it. Caleb Michaels is your average 16-year-old. He goes to school, plays football, teases his little sister, but when Caleb starts to experience mood swings that are out of the ordinary for even a teenager, his life moves beyond typical. Caleb is an atypical, an individual with enhanced abilities, which sounds pretty cool, except Caleb's abilities are extreme empathy. He feels the emotions of everyone around him. Being an empath in high school would be hard enough, but Caleb's life becomes even more complicated when he keeps getting pulled into the emotional orbits of one of his classmates, Adam. Adam's feelings are big and all-consuming, but they fit together with Caleb's feelings in a way that he never experienced before, in a way that feels right. Caleb's therapist, Dr. Bright, encourages Caleb to explore this connection by befriending Adam. As he and Adam grow closer, Caleb learns more about his abilities himself. His therapist, who seems to know a lot more than she lets on, and how dangerous being an atypical can be. Oh God, it's happening again. I squeeze my eyes shut to make the dizziness stop. It doesn't work. I open them again and focus my eyes on my usual seat, like looking at the horizon when you get motion sick on a boat. I steady my feet the best I can, and I walk into class, navigating the rows of desks like they're choppy waves. People take their seats around me. And I'm caught with a whirlpool and getting dizzier and dizzier. My seat looking farther and farther away, and I can't believe I'm about to pass out in the middle of math. And I was thinking math couldn't get any worse. Settle down, everyone, settle down, Mrs. Ramirez yells from the front of the class. I know you're all anxious to get your exams back, and you will, but we've got to get through class first. So take a seat. Anxious, yeah, no kidding. Miss Ramirez, there we go. I'd forgotten where we were getting our midterms back until Miss Ramirez dropped a stack of papers on her desk, and the entire room tilted as all remembered what day it is. How does this never get easier? I make it through a whole period somehow. I absorb like 0% of the lesson. My stomach is sloshing and my feet are unsteady on the ground. I know I'm going to fall over the moment I stand up. But it's not that bad. Maybe the test went better than I remember. I tear my eyes away from the spot on the wall and take a quick glance around the room as Miss Ramirez gathers the stack of papers and starts moving around the room. Yep, pretty much seasick faces are as far as the eye can see. Not a great sign. And remember, your workbooks are due on my desk at the start of class on Friday, not the end. I know some of you try to sneak it in some work during class. Miss Ramirez is talking like half her class isn't frozen in fear, but I can barely hear her over the buzzing of dread in my ears. I really am going to pass out. I watch my hand grab the paper Miss Ramirez is passing to me as she walks by my desk, and I feel my sweaty palms dampen the pages. The buzzing is joined by my heart pounding loudly in my head, and as I turn the paper over. 57. I got a 57. The sinking, swirling feeling isn't relieved by knowing it. It squeezes around me. Heaviness fills my body, and I lose all feeling in my limbs. Don't pass out, Caleb. Whatever you do, don't pass out. This is the worst it's ever been. This horrible, overwhelming feeling is crushing me and has been for weeks and weeks. It might actually finish the job this time and leave me totally squashed. Before the buzzing starts to die down and the swaying of the room slows. I look up to see if someone has opened the window. Suddenly there's fresh air, and sunlight in here. And I see Moses across the aisle grinning at his exam paper. There's a big 98 circled on his paper. My stomach should drop in jealousy, but I find myself feeling weirdly happy for him. Looking at him grinning like that, like a maniac at his test, is steadying me for some reason. Oh, look, Mr. Popular has a 57, someone says behind me, and it's like the window is slammed shut. Guess it's what they say about football brain. Tyler snickers, and it cuts into me like splinters. I find my spots on the wall again, stare at it like I'm Superman, and I could laser eye a hole into the wall and escape. Don't turn around, Caleb. It'll only make it worse. You know the moment you look at his smug face, you'll want to choke him with his hoodie. The bell rings, and I instantly spring into action. I shrug my jacket back on, my stuff my test in my backpack, and stand up, my eyes never leaving the spot on the wall. I've moved through the classroom for the past 2.5 years. I know exactly where the door is, so I start walking in that direction. Don't collect $200 as you pass go. I can do this. I can use my stupid, strong football legs to walk the rest of my football body towards the doorway. Goddamn, a 57. Maybe I really do have football brain. Tell me, Michaels, did your GPA go down each time you got tackled this season, or were you born dumb? Tyler was right. Is right on my heels, which are moving. Thank you very much. And I feel my whole body grow hotter with anger. It itches my skin, but I just keep walking towards the door. Shut up, Tyler, I grind out. I'm honestly kind of amazed that they even let you play, he crows, loud enough to draw attention like he wants, as he follows me into the hallway. I mean, can you even read the numbers on the field? There's a fire in my chest, choking out all the oxygen in my lungs, and something else, something weighty and dark, making me taste metal. I do everything I can to focus on moving forward. And aw, look, Tyler says. Little Moses got a 98. I look around to see Tyler snatch Moses's test from his hands and wave it around like Tyler is dressed in a grunge like always. Tyler is dressed like grunge never went out of style, and he has a toothy sneer plastered over his face. It always makes me want to hit something. I should just keep walking. I know I should, but my whole body seizes. I stop in my tracks without meaning to. Moses' face is covered in flop sweat as he tries to get his test back from Tyler. My heart starts beating as it's been beating like it's been injected with Red Bull. Come on, Tyler, give it back. Moses pipes up, his voice barely getting to my ears. I can't breathe. Why can't I breathe? Am I having an asthma attack? Do I have asthma? What do you think, guys? Tyler grandstands to absolutely no one. Is it just impossible to be smart and athletic? My heart is in my throat now, and I feel my head is in a vase. My head is in a vase. Yeah. I want to walk away, get far away from Tyler, but there's this heavy, dark feeling pit in my stomach that's weighing me down where I stand. My field of vision narrows until all that's left is Tyler's dumb, crooked smile. I mean, on one hand, we've got running back Michaels over here with a failing grade. God, I want to wipe that smile off his face. And on the other hand, we've got Fatso Moses with Mr. Michaels. That's enough. The voice cuts through the ringing in my ears, and I come back to my body. There are strong hands gripping my arm, pulling me backward. My face feels hot, air ripping harshly down my throat, and I'm breathing heavily. Too much oxygen getting into my lungs, making me dizzy. My hands hurt. I look down and find them curled tight into fists. There's blood on it. My office, now, both of you. The voice speaks again, coming from behind me. Principal Stevens lets go of my arms, and I fold forward like a marionette whose strings have been cut, panting as I push my hands onto my knees and keep myself upright. I squeeze my eyes shut, try to slow my breathing. "Now, gentlemen," Stephen yells, starting down the hall, expecting us to follow. Us, Tyler. I open my eyes to take in the scene around me. The last few minutes hazily coming back to me. Tyler was on the floor, sitting back on his hands, eyes locked, and he jumps up, wiping the blood, his bloody nose on his shirt sleeve. "Oh, the blood on my fist is his. Fuck, what did I do?" Okay, that was chapter 1. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it'll probably take me a while to post the next chapter. However, I will try to get chapter 2 posted as soon as possible. Well, that was all. I hope you will come back for the next one. Bye-bye now!